Welcome back. Since there seems to be a lot of interest in this power washer that I've designed, I tweaked the design a little, so I had to come out and test it anyway, so I figured I'd just do a little video since a few have asked to see more of it in action. If you go to goldenheartprospecting.com and click on the download page, this is the version that you could download and print. All I did is I changed the width of some of the slots and pointed it more away from the wall. I think I'm still going to go a little more, but I just wanted to test this to see how it reacts. You know, I'm on a river. This river isn't known for having much gold, but it's more about I just want to classify material and see how it performs. I got a little spot down here I'm digging. I kind of just spent a few minutes loosening that up. It takes longer to get the boulders out versus trying to just shovel, as most of you know who do this all the time. But on a side note, while I'm designing this, I'm probably going to put these up on the website. Right now you can download this for free, print it out, no big deal. But the people that don't have a 3D printer or somebody that has one, I'm going to probably start putting these on the website. I haven't figured out a price yet. There's not much to them, but it's always the shipping that kills everything. But so these may pop up on the website very soon. But in the meantime, the reason I came up with this whole concept is I actually cracked a bucket. It was just slow enough to drip out that I had to keep using the pan to put water back in, and I happened to be near my pump, so every once in a while I just use the pump to fill it, pull it away, you know, swash it around with my hands and repeat. And I'm like, man, if I could mount this permanently, it'd work so much better. But as I was saying, in the meantime, if you guys want to do something simple, just grab a clamp and clamp that right to the side, and you'll get almost the same effect. For the ones that don't have the 3D printer and stuff like that. But just adding more water to this classifier makes things just work so much better. It's not even a matter of having all the jets and stuff. It's just a matter of keeping this full of water. Loosens up the material, so it automatically, gravity just knocks it down and you just pick out the big rocks. So, but since some of you wanted to see this in action, I'm gonna set you up on a stand with the camera, and then just go till this thing's full. So bear with me. This should be good. You should be able to see. I'll turn the pump on. Put that back in. As you can see, it's a little more, I want to come out more this way, but it's away from the wall more, and I'm getting a little more swirling action. That's what I'm trying to do. But like I said, just having extra water in here makes a huge difference. Instantly falls through. Obviously, if you're in a spot with big gold pieces, you don't want to scrape all this out. You just want to get the top layer. I don't have that luxury. I'm working with smaller stuff, so anything has to fall through. It's not going to be sitting on top here. So I'm not worried about it. place the material, I try to stay as far away from the jet as possible, because when you put it right next to it, it starts blocking the pressure from going around. So just put all your material right here, squish it around and out. Ooh, rock. And as I mentioned before, these plastic classifiers work so much better. The material slides around a lot easier versus, I don't have it down here, but the one with the steel grate, that tends to grab the material more. These cheap plastic ones work really good. And you notice I'm using one with a square edge. If you have one that has a taper to it, this isn't going to mount straight up. It's going to be tilted like that. It still may work, but not probably as good. So you want one that is designed for the bucket. Nice thing about using a clear bucket, you can see the level. It's still way down there. Like I said, it's harder to get in between the rocks. And it's full. It took a little while because that is really brutal digging through. You can see it works really good. So for the hell of it, I'm going to run this through the Goldbox. I'm not expecting any gold, but I just dug down almost 2 feet, so maybe there will be some. Let's see. Alright, I got the Goldbox set up. Let's just fast forward through this bucket, and like I said, I'm not expecting to see anything, but you never know. Maybe we'll find something. Here's a little trick you can do. water. Little mini hose. Alright, that's it. Let's see if we got anything. Do this real time. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything, but maybe a couple specks, that'd be nice. Area. Share in view. Now there was, no, where is it? There was one speck. Way too much work for one speck, but that wasn't the point of this. It was more the power washer. You can see that though. This place has some really nice garnet. Ought to get the powder. I wish there was a use for it. Well, as you see, no gold, but that wasn't the mission. The mission was to test out the power washer to see if the tweaks I made it better. It did. I think I want to angle it just a little more. But if you want this current version, like I said, this is on the website, goldenheartprospecting.com. I have a download page at the very bottom. This will show up. And this will be the version that's on there. And you can see how it's angled. I think this one, I don't know if you can see, this one needs to go over more. And that one, I'm not sure. I'll be watching the video playback to see how this thing works to pick the better angle, but still way better than doing the shaking this by hand. Having any extra water in here makes the world of difference. So, like I said, I wasn't expecting a lot of interest in that, but since people want it, right now it's free to download if you got a 3D printer. But once I get the final version, I'll be putting them up for sale on the website. I'm not sure of the price. I'll have to break down the cost and all that stuff, but just a quick video, a little testing. I figured I'd bring you along. It works great. I don't know if it shows through the video, but it just takes longer to dig down through these rocks versus it does to classify. So if you're in an area that doesn't have big boulders like this, really tight packed, you're gonna just go through a ton of material. Or if you decide you want to run some more, beach sand, that's gonna classify in seconds. So again, just a little quick test. Thought I'd bring you along. Some people mentioned they want to see it run more in action versus the little clip I showed. But yeah, a few more tweaks and I think that'll be good. Hopefully I'll have it up on the site in the next week or two. But until then, as I always say, I am only 35 minutes from my house. And it's an absolute paradise. It doesn't take long to get out and have a little adventure and just enjoy life. It's just, this is just so amazing. But until next time, get out there and have fun. See ya. I guess I was ending the video a little too quick. I repanned, or did a better pan, slower this time. And look at that piece. I can't see it, but there's a second one in there too. So the second one right next to it. That's a chunky piece. Oh, it actually looks like we got one over here too. Ah, looks like I might be coming back to this spot. So make sure you don't pan too quick when you're doing a reveal. You may miss a lot. But now it's time to go. Get out there and enjoy.